Hello?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, it's audible. How about my
Yeah,
voice?
now it's clear. Not sure. I think some issue with the network connection. Yeah. So coming to the experience, right? You have 3.5 years of experience and 3.5 years of relevant Informatica experience, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. And what's your current company?
My calling Service India Private Limited.
Okay. And what's your current location?
It's Bangalore.
Bangalore. And you mentioned like you are looking for projects in Bangalore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So coming to Informatica, can you explain like what is the difference between active and passive transformation?
Active means like if there is a if the records input and output, if it is changed, then it's called active. The number of records income and outgoing, if it is different, means it's active, and if it is same, means it's a passive transformation.
Okay.
Like
So coming
active means
to
change the number of records, whereas passive don't change the number of records.
okay, so what's the use of maplet?
Maplet, it's a reusable object which can be used for reusing the mapping. If we have the same logic, that time we'll be using the maplet designer.
Okay, can you explain about joiner transformation?
Okay, joiner transformation. Uh, it is useful for joining the uh, heterogeneous source. It is it's an active connected transformation. It has four types of join, like a master join, detailed join, full outer join, and normal join. And for the improving the performance of the joiner, will be using the sorted input option. And we have to, when you are using the joiner transformation, we have to be giving we have to give the condition, like in the property, like equal condition we have to give for doing the when you are using the joiner transformation. We should have a common column, and this is about the joiner transformation.
Okay, so what's the use of master outer join?
Master outer join for improving the performance, like where there is a less number of records, then we'll take that one as a master join. Master join means like it will return all the records from the detail and only matching records from the master join. That's called master join. It will return only matching records from the master join.
Okay, so can you explain the difference between joiner and lookup?
Joiner lookup.
Yeah.
Like in joiner, will be it's an active connected transformation, whereas lookup transformation, it is a passive connected unconnected transformation. And in joiner transformation, we cannot do SQL override. In lookup, we can do SQL override. And in joiner transformation, we can use only equal operator, whereas in lookup transformation, we can use equal, greater, lesser, all operators we can use. And joiner transformation, it is used for joining the source, whereas lookup is used to get the relevant data from the source and the target. And this is a difference between joiner and lookup transformation.
Okay. So coming to lookup transformation, okay. So we have different types of cache, right?
Yes.
So what's the difference between static and dynamic cache?
Static cache, it remains same during the session run, whereas the dynamic will get insert or else update. So this is the major difference between static and dynamic. And in static, we can use both connected and unconnected lookup, whereas in dynamic, we have to use only connected lookup transformation. And in like in a connected lookup we'll be having a single input and multiple output, and whereas in unconnected we'll be calling in the expression transformation, and this is the difference between the static and dynamic.
No. Can you repeat the last point, please?
Last point, like in a connected lookup, it will be having single input and multiple output. Like single output means like
No. See, the thing is, the question is not connected versus unconnected, right? The question is like static and dynamic. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the last point I said about the connected and unconnected lookup.
Okay. What's the use of persistent cache?
Persistent cache, it is used for the better performance. Like it will save the cache during the session run. So when you're using static cache, that time we can save the cache. If in the property level, if you take the persistent cache, then it will save the cache for the next run of the session.
Okay, when we'll use the persistent cache?
For improving the performance, and for like example, if you are running the same workflow, for minimizing the time consumption, for that purpose, lookup, you don't need to create again the cache. So because of for that purpose, we'll be using persistent cache. It will create.
Okay. So if the lookup, let's say like we are using file as a lookup. Okay. So if that file is keep on changing, okay, on a daily basis, so is it advisable to use persistent cache on top of that?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, we can use persistent cache if it is running daily.
Okay, then how the changes would be captured in the persistent cache? Let's say like the lookup file is getting changed on a daily basis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how you will accommodate the new changes in the persistent cache?
Like
if you enable persistent cache.
Okay. Actually, if you want us to, like example, if you are running the same workflow many times, then it is good to save the persistent. And if you are running the different session, then it is not. It is advisable not to save the persistent cache. Pick the persistent cache.
Okay. So do you know like what's the use of rebuild from lookup source option? So if you enable the persistent cache, there is also an option, okay, to rebuild the lookup cache, right? So what's the use of that?
Actually, I didn't get chance to work on that, and
okay,
I didn't use that. If you
okay, no issues. So what's the use of union transformation?
Like a union transformation, it has a multiple input and a single output, and it is an active connected transformation, and for connecting multiple source with the same structure and data type. For that purpose, we'll be using a union transformation.
Okay. So what's the use of difference between sort and abort, stop and abort?
Okay, stop. Stop means the session will stop, whereas abort means it will kill the workflow. So in the stop we can which at is stop, like from the source and the target it will be stopped, whereas in abort it will kill the workflow, and within 60 seconds it will kill the workflow, and we can it will not save anything, like we cannot recontinue that one. It will kill the
okay.
project.
Mm-hmm. So what's the use of update strategy?
Update strategy, it is update strategy transformation, like it is used for like inserting, updating, and deleting or rejecting the record, and it is an active connected transformation.
Okay.
So for insert we'll be using 0, for update we'll be using 1, and for delete we'll be using 2. For reject we'll be using 3. This is the options we'll be using.
Okay. So, so have you implemented pipeline partitioning technique in Informatica?
Pipeline partition.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I've used pass-through partition, and I'm aware of that.
So, what's the use of pipeline partitioning?
Pipeline partition, like for improving the performance, we do pipeline partition, like a parallel processing. Like there is a various partition, like key range partition, and pass-through partition, round robin partition. Yeah, there is a various partition.
Okay. So, can you explain, like, so you have mentioned you have created pipeline partition with pass-through, right? Can you explain, like, how you implemented? Okay, what's the use case?
Pipeline partition,
Yeah.
like party, like fire, like I have used the pass-through partition, like with the. I have done a framework job, like with the sixth dimension and a fact table. I have run parallelly with that. So that is the thing I've done, and
Okay. So, how you will convert columns into rows in Informatica?
with the help of normalization transformation, we can do. With properties, it has a occurrence, right? So if we give occurrence, then we can convert
Okay. So then, how you will convert rows into columns?
uh, rows into columns. Yeah, with the expression transformation, it's possible.
With help of expression transformation.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't convert it later.
Okay. So, and one more thing, okay, let's say, like, I have some 5 different, source files, okay.
Okay.
So all the files, follows the same pattern. I want to process all 5 source files in one single mapping run. Okay. So how you will implement this?
With a different data type, right?
No, file layout is same. Okay, the structure of the file is same.
Okay.
Okay, and I have 5 different flat files,
Okay.
and I need to process all the 5 files in one single mapping run. Okay,
Okay.
in Informatica.
Okay. Like it has the same data type, right? Data type and same structure.
Yeah.
One we can, if you have 5 files, with the help of union transformation, one we can do with that. And another thing, with the help of indirect file method, we can do.
Okay, with the help of indirect, we can do.
Yeah, indirect file method also we can do, and union, with the help of union transformation, we can do.
Okay, what's the use of SQL transformation?
Which one?
SQL transformation.
SQL transformation.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get chance to work on that SQL transformation.
Okay. So, and one more scenario is like, so I want to update the records in a target table. Okay. And that target table does not have a primary key, let's say. Okay. So if that is the case, like, how we can perform update with the help of Informatica.
Okay, update. Actually, most of the time I work on with a primary key only, and with the help of checksum point also we can do MD5. I've heard about that, like checksum, like with the MD5, we can, with that we can do. But I didn't did once or so, like with the help of MD5 function using. It will create 16 digit checksum points, and with the help that we can update.
That's what, right? How you will update. So how you will design the mapping. okay, to perform the update. That's my question, right?
Yeah.
So MD5, I got it. Okay, it gives a unique number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the combination, okay, for the field combination, but
Yeah.
how you will perform the update? That's the question, right?
Okay. With the help of lookup transformation, I will give the condition, comparing a column, one column to another column.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
With that, and I will send to the router transformation. In the router transformation, where lookup will create a null value. If it is null value, like it is a left outer join, it will by default it will create a left outer join, right? So it will create a null value. In the router, I will give the two conditions: is null column key, and note is null column key. And with
No,
that,
that is fine. I got that point. Okay. How you will perform the update on the table, target table? You should have a primary key, right, to perform the update, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, no issues. So, have you created worklet?
yeah, worklet I have created.
What's the use of worklet?
Like for it's a reusable workload. So we, like if you want to run the say like a session with the same connection like source and target. For that purpose, we'll be using worklet. It's a reusable object where like how the maplet will do to the mapping, right? In the same way, the worklet will support the workflow designer for reusing the session, reusing the task.
Okay. So, and I have a scenario. Okay. So I have a let's say like you have a source. Okay, and source is a flat file, and you are getting some data. Okay, from the source file. So I want to, and you can assume like there are some duplicate rows in that source file, and there are some unique rows as well from the source file.
Okay.
Okay. So my question is like how you will write the unique records in one target file and the duplicate rows in another target file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I will drag the source qualifier and connect to the aggregator transformation. And in aggregator transformation, I will uh, like tick the column key column, and in the key column I will add one column, like I will create a new port, like count records, and in the count records I will give like count a column ID. Like example, I'll give employee ID, example employee ID, and I'll connect aggregator to the router transformation. In the router transformation, I will create two groups. One is count record equal to 1 and count record greater than 1. And I will uh, from the router transformation, I'll connect to the different two target table. One will be unique and another one will be duplicate.
So in this case, like first row of the duplicate record will also go to the unique target file, right?
Yeah. Like if you want to retain any like duplicate record, then there is other mapping.
No. The question is like all the unique rows should go in one target file, and like all the duplicate rows should go in another target file, right? So with the solution you have provided, okay. So the unique rows will go to unique target file. I agree, but the first row of the duplicate entry, right? That will also go, correct? If you give router condition as count equal to 1, yeah,
Greater
greater
than 1.
than 1.
Yeah. Like example, the example source I'll say A B C D A B, and that A B C it will go to the A B C D, it will go to the unique record, and the duplicate it will be A B, it will go to another. This is the mapping. So you want
Okay, so you are calculating the count, right? Okay, with help of aggregator you are calculating the count, correct?
yeah, yes. And
So,
I will
and
fix the port by port. Yeah.
from aggregator, you will directly pass to router, you are saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But in this case also, like you are ignoring the duplicate rows, right? Aggregator will, remove the duplicates, right? In that case,
Yeah.
correct? It will pass only the unique rows, correct?
Yes, yes.
So in that case, like how we will know like how many duplicates came for that row, correct?
Yeah. Example, if you want to retain the duplicates means like we have a different mapping. Like from the source qualifier, I'll connect to the a sorter transformation. From the sorter expression, and from the expression, I will create a to the aggregator. In expression, I'll create a dummy port, and from the expression to aggregator, in aggregator, there I'll use the joiner transformation like dummy equal to dummy, and in the router, I'll create a unique and dummy. From there, we can retain the duplicates. Like you got my
Okay.
point? Like, can I
Okay. Yeah.
explain you
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. Yeah. No issues. Yeah. Got it. So coming to Unix, okay. So
Okay.
what kind of experience you have in Unix?
Like actually, Unix, I didn't get chance to work on that. I know some basics of Unix.
Okay. What is the use of grep command?
Grep command is used for searching the pattern.
Okay.
So
And what's the use of AWK?
AWK.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't actually. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. No issues. Mm. Mhm. So let's say like there is a file, okay.
Okay.
So I want to delete the fifth line, okay,
Okay.
which is present in that file, right?
Okay.
So with the help of which command you will delete?
Delete. Mm, like with the help of SCD, with that you can delete. FD, then it will delete.
F FD.
Not FD. 5D actually. You are telling the fifth right? Fifth line.
Okay.
So 5D.
So I want to remove the duplicate rows from that file, okay. So which Unix command you will use?
With the help of Unix, we can like UNIQ
Mhm.
and file name. With that, we can get the Unix. Like Unix, if you put like with the help of Unix command, we can do.
Okay, okay. So coming to database, okay. So you mentioned like you have experience in Oracle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the difference between view and materialized view?
Like Vivo, it will not store the physically, whereas materialized Vivo, it will store the data physically. It will occupy the space in the database. And Vivo is we use for this like security purpose, like for hiding the information for that purpose, or like using as alias for that purpose, we'll be using View. And materialized View used for storing the physical columns and rows, table.
Okay. Have you created views in
Uh,
your project?
no, we didn't create the views.
Okay. What's the use of trigger in database?
Uh, Trigger, I don't know about trigger. Like trigger, like running, like trigger means it running. I don't know about it.
Triggers. Okay. Don't know. Okay. So do you have any experience in creating stored procedures?
A store procedure, no. Actually, I'm theoretically good, but in my project I didn't use much store procedure.
Okay, not created.
Yeah, not
Okay.
created.
Okay, okay. So can you explain the difference between union and union all?
Okay, union, it will remove the duplicates, where a union all, it will not remove the duplicates. So it will combine in union all, it will combine all the records, whereas in union, it will remove the duplicates, the record.
Okay, so I have one more question. Um, so let's say like there is a table called employee.
Okay,
Okay, and the table has columns like employee ID, employee name,
okay,
employee location, and employee date of joining. These are the four fields we have.
okay,
Okay, so I want to calculate. Okay, so the number of employees for each location. I want to write a query. Okay, and I want to get the result of count of employees for each location.
okay,
Okay, can you give me the query for this?
okay. You want number of employee of in a different location, right?
Yeah, for each location.
For each location. Okay. Uh, like select. You want select location. Uh, Select location. Count star from employee. Uh, Group by location.
Okay.
This will get the number of employees.
Mm. Okay. So and one more thing, I have a query. Okay, select star from employee where location not equal to Bangalore. Okay,
Okay.
and one equal to two.
Okay.
Okay. So how this query will behave?
Select star from employee where location equal to Bangalore.
No, no, where location not equal to Bangalore
Okay. Not equal to Bangalore.
and one equal to two.
1 equal to 2. Mm, it will show Bangalore second, this one.
Okay.
The second person, second location.
Okay. Okay. No issues.
Okay.
Mm. So apart from Informatica, like any other experience you have?
Uh,
So
yeah.
any cloud related experience you have?
No, actually, if you train or if you give me KT, I can learn. I'm very much interested in ISCS.
Okay. Do you have
Cloud.
any experience in IICS?
No, actually, I'm planning to learn that. So
Oh,
I
okay. At what time? At what time?
actually I'm
Starting.
planning to learn, but still I.
Can you give me 2 minutes? I will close this call. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry. Can you repeat that?
Like I'm still planning to do the course, but still I didn't do ISCS cloud.
Okay. Okay. No issues. Yeah. So and you are looking for projects in Bangalore, right?
Yes.
So that's your point. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm done with my side. Like I will share the feedback with my team. Okay.
Okay.
So and then like we'll get back to you. Okay. So we'll update you for further steps. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like TCS is direct, or like is there any other payroll company?
No, no. It should be direct only. Okay. It's
Okay.
not. for different payroll. Okay. So you will get all such information. Okay. So we'll share the feedback and then like we will get back to you. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Naga. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.